What's going on, Husker fandom? This is Ethan Bias, another edition of 4 Hours to Lincoln. Got a quick one for you today, talking about ladies gymnastics ending their season today after a pretty decent routine at the Fayetteville Regional. Then I'll talk about softball and baseball coming up for the weekend and some various news. So I hope you're all having a good week. Tomorrow is Friday, so that is awesome. The weather's looking great as well. Right, looking like a good weekend to go out and catch a game or do some lawn work or something. So I hope you're all having a good week. All right, let's get down to it. Let's talk about women's gymnastics. Uh, they ended their season with a 196-600 team score in session one of the second round of the NCAA championships, and that was in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Uh, Number 10 Arkansas earned a 197-325. Number 7 Kentucky scored a 197-100, and Arizona notched a 195-600. Uh, and then Arkansas and Kentucky advanced to the regional final. That will be on Saturday. So rotation one, the Huskers kicked off the meet on bars, notching a 49-225 as a team. Kinsey Davis registered a 9925 to top the lineup, and Spence followed her with a 9875. Whitney Jenks earned a 9850, and Emma Simpton posted a 9825. Clara Colombo with a 9750, and Singe Baxay with a 9625 rounded out the rotation. So rotation two, Nebraska continued the afternoon with the 49-125 on beam, led by Spence's 9875. Sophia McClelland and Jenks each earned a 9850. Jenks's appearance on beam on Thursday was her first of the season. Isabel Sycon and Baxay both scored a 9775, while Isaiah Hall finished out the lineup with a 9275. Then on rotation three, Nebraska registered a 49-225 on floor to continue the day. Spence led the team with a 9900, and Martina Koman and McClellan each earned a 9850. Baxay posted a 9825, and Jenks with a 9.8, and Hallie Rourke with a 9.725 rounded out the rotation. Then we went on to rotation four, where we concluded the session on vault, scoring a 49.25 as a team. Davis and Baxay led Nebraska with a 9850 each. Davis was a season high. Hall and Koman both notched a 9800, and Sycon with a 9725, and Spence with a 9200 to complete the lineup. So the gymnastics season for the ladies is over with now. We only got bowling and men's gymnastics, I believe, to conclude the winter season. So my winter athlete of the year is coming, my friends. I will announce that at the conclusion of all the winter sports. So stay tuned for that. All right. Let's move on to previews now. Moving on to softball, taking on Penn State this weekend. Two of the top teams in the Big Ten as we speak. Let's see. This will be a home game for softball. It'll be a 3-game series, of course. First pitch tomorrow, 5:30. Let's see. Nebraska enters the weekend series with a 5-0 record in Big Ten play, while Penn State is 5-1. The Huskers are tied with Michigan atop the Big Ten standings, and the Nittany Lions are tied for third. Nebraska and Penn State are also two of the three Big Ten teams to have a top 50 ranking in the NCAA RPI, with the Nittany Lions having the highest ranking of any Big Ten team at number 28, and Nebraska ranking third in the conference with an RPI of 47th. So, this is going to be a tough test for the ladies. And you know what? Bring it on. We need these tough tests for sure. Nebraska and Penn State boast two of the most powerful offenses in the Big Ten, as both teams rank in the top 10 nationally in doubles. The Huskers lead the Big Ten with 108 extra base hits, while Penn State is second with 102 extra base hits. Individually, only 10 Big Ten players have at least 17 extra base hits. 6 of those 10 will be on the field this weekend, as Nebraska and Penn State each have 3 players with 17 or more extra base hits. So leading off, Nebraska is on a season-long 6-game winning streak and has won 11 of its last 12 games. Nebraska is also averaging 6 runs per game this season. Only twice in program history, which would be years 2015 and 2022, has a Husker team averaged 6 runs per game. Nebraska ranks 6th nationally with 65 doubles, while Penn State ranks 7th in the country with 64 doubles. Penn State ranks 20th nationally in winning percentage, including the Nittany Lions. Nebraska has played 5 teams currently ranked in the top 20 nationally in winning percentage. Nebraska leads the Big Ten with 108 extra base hits, while Penn State ranks 2nd with 102 extra base hits. Nebraska has won 4 games when trailing after 6 innings this season, its most such wins in a season this century. Only 3 players in the country have at least 13 wins and 3 saves, 2 of whom are Nebraska's Kaylin Kinney and Penn State's Bridget Nemeth. Billy Andrews and Sydney Gray are the only players to win multiple Big Ten Player of the Week awards this season. Brooke Andrews enters the weekend series with 99 career RBIs. So that is that for the softball team. Let's move on to baseball now, as they are taking on Ohio State. Through 32 all-time meetings, the Huskers do hold a 19-13 advantage over Ohio State in the all-time series, which is good news for us. We meet for the first time since the Huskers swept Ohio State on the road in Columbus during the 2022 campaign. This weekend series marks the first meeting between the two programs in Lincoln since the Buckeyes won 2 of the 3 against the Huskers in 2015. So the Huskers in the pen, you have Kyle Perry's 13 relief appearances, lead all Nebraska arms in the bullpen, as the senior is 1-0 with a 2.7 ERA and 3 saves. The southpaw is scoreless over his last 6 outings and tossed a season high of 2 innings last Sunday at Northwestern. Casey Dice and Jalen Worley each made 9 relief appearances for the Big Red. Dice has a team high of 4 saves in 8 innings, while Worley's is 2-0 with a save in 12 innings. Evan Borst is 2-0 with 10 strikeouts across 7.2 innings and has held opponents to a 115 batting average this season. Kyle Froelich has appeared in 7 games for the Huskers, punching out 7 batters across 8 innings. So that is your preview for baseball against Ohio State this weekend. We're going to stick with baseball and recognize Brett Sears. He has an opportunity to win the Golden Spikes this year. He has been put onto the Golden Spikes watch list today. The Golden Spikes Award is considered the most prestigious among college baseball's National Player of the Year honors, recognizes the top amateur baseball player in the United States based on their athletic ability, sportsmanship, character, and overall contribution in sport. Sears is one of the 45 players featured on this year's mid-season watch list. I call bullshit on all the character stuff and whatnot. It's basically the Heisman for baseball, and they just give it to the golden child pretty much. So yeah, it's really cool to see him on that watch list. Sears is a senior right-hander from Westphalia, Iowa. Oh, and to backtrack, I'm not saying Sears don't have good character or whatnot, but you know how those things go, and they get political, and it's not to the best character guy or whatever. It's all right. Moving on. Sears is a senior right-hander from Westphalia, Iowa. Boo. Holds a perfect 5-0 record with a 1.36 ERA and 47 strikeouts in 46 innings. Through his first 7 starts of the year, the Husker Ace has turned in a team best 6 quality starts, including a pair of 8-inning outings. Sears currently leads the nation in WHIP, is ranked 3rd nationally in ERA, and sits 7th in hits allowed per 9 innings. The Golden Spikes Award Advisory Board will maintain a rolling list of athletes throughout the season, allowing players to play themselves into consideration for the award before the announcement of the semifinalists on May the 20th. So good for him. All right. Speaking of good news and people earning some good recognition, Fred Hoiberg, ladies and gentlemen, has been named National Coach of the Year, which is really awesome. I think he's well deserving of it. For what he's done at Nebraska, he took a team that was supposed to finish almost basically last in the Big Ten, and we got 3rd place. We made the NCAA tournament. Why would you not give this man an award? He was chosen. It's the Jim Phelan National Coach of the Year award. The Jim Phelan Award is presented annually to the nation's top Division I coach. The recipient of the annual award is determined by a 10-member voting committee, which consists of current and former coaches, as well as 2 senior staff members of collegeinsider.com. Hoiberg guided the Huskers to one of the most successful seasons in program history. Nebraska went 23-11 and reached the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. You all remember that. But really, really good stuff. I'm happy for Fred, and hopefully people in the transfer portal or looking to be recruited take note of that. Like, look at that and say, hey, this guy's a pretty good coach. You can use that on your recruiting visits or to, just another thing to add to help this basketball team find some success. So, really good stuff, And yeah, like I said, guys, I know it sucks. We have all these transfers and whatnot, but that's the name of the game. And in basketball, you get that one guy that, everybody is supposed to follow on the team, and he decides to transfer. You're going to have a big domino effect. And that's just the name of the game. It sucks. All right. Last item today, guys. 4 Husker men gymnasts named All-Americans, which is really awesome. The NCAA regular season All-Americans. So you got Taylor Christopoulos, Cooper Giles, Sam Phillips, and Zach Teiderman. Taylor Christopoulos, a native of Layton, Utah, was named a regular season All-American on floor and vault, receiving All-American honors for the 4th consecutive year. He is ranked 6th in the nation on floor for 4-score average and 8th overall on vault. In addition to his event title on floor, the Nebraska captain garnered a Big Ten Gymnast of the Week accolade for his performance on floor. Christopoulos notched a personal record of 1475 on floor and on vault, earning a season best score of 1485, both set in a meet against Army and Greenville back in February 17th. Cooper Giles, native of Lake Zurich, Illinois, was named a regular season All-American on pommel horse for the third time in his career. The senior is ranked fifth overall in the nation with a national qualifying four-score average of 14,417. The senior has collected two event titles this season, notching a personal record of 1470 against Ohio State on March 26th. Then you have Sam Phillips, who is a native of Woodland Hills, California, who's named regular season All-American on floor and all-around, earning All-America honors for the second time in his career. Phillips is ranked 11th in the nation on floor and 5th overall in the all-around. The Nebraska captain has pocketed 4 event titles this season, with 1 on parallel bars, 1 on high bar, and 2 in the all-around. Phillips put his personal record on floor against Ohio State on March 26th and collected a season best score in the all-around against Illinois on March 10th. And then the final guy, Zach Tiderman, a native of Wilsonville, Oregon, was named a regular season All-American on high bar for the second consecutive year. The Huskers team captain is ranked 8th in the NCAA with a national qualifying four-score average of 1417. The senior has collected 2 event titles on the season. On the event this season, scoring a personal and school record of 1465 against Army and Greenville on February 17th. So congratulations to them 4 men. They totally earned it, and they will be in action this weekend for the Big Ten Championships. Actually, that starts tomorrow on Friday, which I have previewed yesterday. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for my show today. I know it's a short one, but I just had to let all that stuff out. So beautiful stuff. Too bad the women gymnastics couldn't move on to another day, but hey, they had a pretty good season, solid showing, and I think the men's gonna have a solid showing at the Big Tens this weekend. So still a lot to look forward to for Husker athletics as we are closing the winter season and beginning, or almost basically halfway through spring already. So it's just crazy how fast this has gone. So anyways, guys, hope y'all take care. Be excellent to each other. Go Big Red.